Die! Okay. Now, I'm on the road. So, sorry my air's on kind of high. I like it cold in my car. Today, beginning of week 3, so we're on day like 11 or something. I don't know. I'm going to lose count. But I feel like I'm sitting really high. Anyway, so I'm like driving my truck, which is really big and not easy to drive. But ready. Okay, so today we had a substitute teacher, and I'm sorry, but, well, one, I'm not really good with substitutes. I am normally like Miss Sarcasm, like up the wazoo, and it's worse when there's a substitute. I'm not like mean, I just am a sarcastic person. Well, it was really bad, I'm sorry. So, today, I walked in and I heard that we were going to have a sub, and I was like, okay, whatever. Wasn't going to think anything of it, but she hates me so much. We didn't get like any theory done because she talked the whole time. I mean, I answered all her questions. No one was participating. Like, where do you find inspiration? And I was like, architecture, like buildings. And she goes, where else? And I was like in nature, the color of trees and flowers, and I don't know, like, and she was like, oh, okay. And then she said the exact same thing I did, but whatever. I'm like, okay, also nature as in seasons, as in you change your hair color and your makeup with the season. Like, hello, it happens, I know this. But whatever, she like said the exact same thing 5 minutes after I did. And that was like strike 1, I guess. Well then, we get out on break, and that's fine. And then we come back, and she starts, we're learning hair cutting this week. And we are doing just like a straight, no graduation, whatever, like basically you just hold the hair down and it's 0 degrees, so you just like cut. So we like learned how to hold our shears and everything, and that was okay. She like complimented me, but then like that was just holding it. So then before break we were all supposed to get like our guides cut at least, which is just the first layer of hair that you base the rest of it off of. And I was like, can you come check mine? And she'd be like, yeah, and then move on to someone else who had asked something after me. And then I'd be like, will you please come check mine? And she's like, yeah, and she still wouldn't come. Finally, she goes, well, we're just going to go to lunch. But the other thing about that is we didn't go to lunch for like 45 minutes. Like, we went 45 minutes later, and that just happened to be the time that the rest of the school was out. So all the people out on the floor were at lunch, and the other stage 1 class was at lunch, and I brought something that I needed a microwave for, and it took 4 flippin' ever to microwave something. Oh my gosh, it was just not fun. So I had 5 minutes to eat my lunch, and I was like, whatever, I'll just take like 10 minutes and be a few minutes late to class. I don't care, I want to eat this. And she ended up being like 7 minutes late anyway, so we got there like 2 minutes earlier. I just don't understand. She kept leaving the class to talk to other like students. And I'm like, you are our teacher today. You do realize that, right? And she went so fast. Like, it was ridiculous. So finally, she came to check me, and like I hadn't started cutting yet. I just wanted to make sure my sections were correct, which I don't feel like is that bad of a thing, because if you have like incorrect sections and you start cutting, then you're gonna like mess up the whole haircut. So I asked her to check me, and it wasn't like it was the only one. Like, this girl next to me, she got checked as well, and so did half the rest of the class. And did I bring my water bottle? Okay, sorry, I just got really thirsty. Anyway, so she checks me, and I was like, ugh, does this mean I have to start cutting now? Because it was like scary. I've never done this before. The only time I ever cut hair was when I was like 3 or 4, and I cut my own hair, and it doesn't count, and I don't remember it. And of course I did a terrible job, so no, I've never cut anyone's hair before. And anyway, I was like, oh, does this mean I have to start cutting now? And she goes, yes, it does mean you get to start cutting now. And I was like, wow. Like, sarcasm, or like whatever that was that I did, is so lost on her. And I don't know. Finally, we start cutting, and we get that, or like, oh, we like cut a little bit, and then she wants to show us the next section. That's hard to say. And I gather to the front of the room where she's demoing for us. And my phone went off because I turned it up during lunch. Well, it was kind of an accident. I turn it on vibrate for lunch, but I keep it on 100% silent for the rest of the day, or else I get distracted. So I turned it up, but the sound was on, and then it like sang in my pocket, and it was so embarrassing. It wouldn't have been that embarrassing, right? Like my old teacher, not my old teacher, but my regular teacher would have just been like, okay, turn it off. And the rest of the class was fine with it. It wasn't like we were distracting. She wasn't saying anything. She was moving on, and that's why it was so like awkward, is because it was played in the silence. Yeah, so she just, I don't know. I'm like mad, but she told me, I don't know, it was just embarrassing because she already hated me. And then for the rest of the day, she was like shooting daggers at me. And I was like, sorry, like you've never made a mistake before. Your phone has never been on when you thought it was off. Like, whatever, we just got back from break or from lunch. And then, but she did check my haircut and she said I was doing a very good job. She didn't have to fix any, so that was good. That's like the only plus of today. And then the day went like really fast and really slow all at the same time. It took forever to do like nothing. We were supposed to be able to get 3 haircuts finished today. Some people got 1. Some people are still cutting their first haircut. And I started my second one. And it is hard. Haircutting is so difficult, but it's really fun at the same time. I really like it. I'm not like terrible at it, I guess. She hasn't fixed anything for me yet. But she moves so fast, and I guess I was being a little bit loud, and I told this girl, Amber, next to me, I'm speeding. Slow down, Sarah. So I was like, can you just show me how to do this? And she's like, yeah. So she came over because the teacher had already taught her, so it's not like I was just pulling it out of nowhere. So she had been like taught how to do it, and then she was just passing on the information to me. And I was like, I'm just gonna talk to you all the time because I think I understand you better. And are you kidding me? You really could not have made that. Okay. I was like, because I understand you better, but apparently that was like rude, and she heard me or whatever, but I don't think that was rude. I just personally understand when Amber says it better than Miss Maria or whatever her name was. She was shooting daggers at me for the rest of the day. On top of the phone, on top of my sarcastic response. I don't know. So I didn't really cut the second one. We're supposed to be doing like long layers, but I feel like it looks stupid. And she wasn't checking with anyone. So some people have their hair cut up to here, and like they're not going to be able to do the next. We're supposed to get 6 haircuts out of this guy. They're not going to be able to do the next like 4 haircuts because they cut it too short. So I'm keeping mine really long in the front for now, and if I need to make it shorter, then I have room to make it shorter. But you can't grow hair, you know what I mean? People are driving like dummies today because there's a storm brewing. So anyway, that was pretty much it. We didn't get anything done in the last little bit, and then we of course stopped at 3:30 to start doing our cleaning up duties. So I hope Miss Megan's back. I miss her. She teaches really easily. Sometimes I feel like she's going too slowly, but I'd rather know exactly what I'm doing, like step by step, instead of just guessing. Because I'm asking everyone around me, and they're like, I don't know. I don't understand what we're supposed to be doing either. So, anyway, I have a haul filmed, which is not, well, it's cosmetology school related, but it's also not. If you're interested in that, I tried to upload it last night, but it failed, so I'm going to have to do it again. This will go up when I get home, and I do have a little bit of an update from Saturday because as you may have noticed, I failed to post a video. And I got a really nice comment that said to keep doing these, so I'm going to. If you don't want to see these, you can comment that too. So, yeah, that's it. I've talked your ear off. It's like 10-minute long video, and traffic is getting crazy. And it's 4:15, so I'm going to go stop and get some Taco Bell, or maybe I'll get Jack in the Box. I don't know. I'm hungry. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow on my way home, as always, and bye.